South Louisiana Quiz Bowl Online is made possible by the generous support of these sponsors: Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear; Barker Honda, Martin Luther King Boulevard in Houma. It's better at Barker. Houma Paint and Industrial Supply, proud supporter of education in the Bayou region. Hello and welcome once again to South Louisiana Quiz Bowl. We continue our junior high quarterfinals with an elimination match between Berwick Junior High and Evergreen Junior High schools. Good luck to both teams. Let's get right into rapid fire. And in this round, we're going to deal with some similes. I'm going to start them off and give you a clue as to how to finish them. You give me the end. Good luck. As flat as this breakfast food, Ava?
A pancake.
Right. As bright as this body at the center of our solar system, Ava?
Sun.
That's right. As cold as this frozen, Ava?
Ice.
That's right. As hot as this explosive often set off on the 4th of July, Ava?
Firework.
I'll take that, firecracker. As light as this part of a Stanley?
Feather.
That's right. As white as this form of frozen, Ava?
Snow.
That's right. As black as this fossil fuel, Stanley?
Oil.
No, coal. As good as this malleable, ductile, noble metal, Aubrey?
Gold.
That's right. As old as this grandfather, Ava?
Time.
No, Methuselah. As hard as this stony mass of Stanley?
Rock.
That's right. As soft as this fabric made from worms that feed Stanley?
Silk.
That's right. As fresh as this yellow and white variety, Dominic?
Daisy.
That's right. As dry as these fine particles of fibers, pollen, silk, and silica. Not in time, sorry, it's dust, and that's the end of the round.
We cooked that first.
Good first round. Let's take a moment and let the players introduce themselves, starting with Berwick.
I'm Aubrey. I'm in 8th grade, and other than Quiz Bowl, I enjoy dance.
I'm Stanley. I'm in 8th grade. This is my 3rd year of Quiz Bowl, and besides Quiz Bowl, I do beta, student council, and track.
I'm Dominic. I'm in 7th grade, and besides Quiz Bowl, I like to do baseball, band, and track.
I'm Hayden. I'm in 8th grade, and besides Quiz Bowl, I like to do soccer.
Stanley is the team captain. Tell us about Berwick.
Our mission at BJHS is prowling for success by doing the right thing with the right attitude. Our school provides a safe, disciplined learning environment that empowers all students to develop their full potential. The vision at Berwick Junior High includes the success of students by using data to drive instruction, with consistent implementation of a rigorous and relevant curriculum, along with a variety of extracurricular activities ensuring that every student meets his or her goals and is successful in their endeavors. We would like to thank our principal, Ryan Taylor, Vice Principal, Dwila Jones, Chris Hunter, and KWBJ TV 22 for giving us the opportunity to participate in South Louisiana Quiz Bowl.
Thank you, Stanley. Thank you to the faculty sponsor, Ms. Kelly Summerall. Let's welcome back Berwick Junior High. Let's meet the players for Evergreen.
My name is Ava, and other than Quiz Bowl, I'm in band, beta, student council, and 4-H.
My name is Rory Bowler. I do band, beta, and baseball.
My name is Jackson, and other than Quiz Bowl, I do student council and baseball.
My name is Rowan, and other than Quiz Bowl, I play football.
Raul is the team captain. Tell us about Evergreen.
Evergreen Junior High School is located in Terrebonne Parish, where we house over 700 students in grades 7 and 8. Under the leadership of our principal, Mr. Hill, our students strive to experience academic success through organization, attitude, and respect. Besides Quiz Bowl, EJH Eagles can participate in many extracurricular activities, including 4-H, gaming club, beta, student council, band and color guard, dance team and cheer, track, and a wide variety of team sports. We are glad to be representing our school in this year's Quiz Bowl tournament, and our thanks to the KWBJ TV studio for hosting this event.
Thank you, Raul. Thank you to the faculty sponsors, Ms. Debbie Volkwartz and Ms. Ellen Chauvin. Let's welcome back Evergreen Junior High. All right, let's continue on with the toss-up bonus round. Starts with a 2-point toss-up. This novel begins with Jonathan Harker's journey to the title character's castle. The character is described as having sharp teeth and point... Aubrey?
Dracula.
That's correct. Bonus question to Berwick. The Straits of Mackinac connect two of these bodies of water called Michigan and Huron. For 2 points, name this chain of enormous freshwater bodies of water found between, this is a bonus for Berwick, found between the United States and Canada. Your team, answer the captain.
The Great Lakes.
That's correct. This Great Lake, named for a Canadian province, is the smallest by surface area. The city of Toronto sits on the banks of this lake.
Huron.
That's incorrect. Evergreen?
Erie.
No, it's Ontario. Berwick, this river is the outlet from the Great Lakes to the Atlantic Ocean and forms a natural border between the U.S. and Canada. Be your team. Answer the count. Your answer?
No answer.
Evergreen?
Erie.
No, it's the St. Lawrence River. 2 points for Berwick on that. We'll go to a 2-point toss-up. What religion's wedding rituals include the participants walking around a fire 7 times, after which the bride applies red sindoor powder to her forehead, along with bindi, a colored red dot? Raul?
Hinduism.
That's correct. Bonus to Evergreen. This character has a brief relationship with Amy Lawrence and sees Injun Joe murder Dr. Robinson. For 2 points, identify this character who gets trapped in McDougal's cave with Becky Thatcher.
No answer.
Berwick?
Huckleberry Finn.
No, it's Tom Sawyer. Evergreen, this American author wrote Tom Sawyer as well as a short story about Jim Smiley, the celebrated jumping frog of Calaveras County.
Mark Twain.
That's correct. Along with his half-brother Sid, Tom lives with this woman and her daughter in St. Petersburg, Missouri.
No answer.
Berwick?
Aunt Polly.
That's correct. 2 points for each team. And here's a 2-point toss-up. National capital cities are home to many foreign examples of what kind of buildings? The workplace of Raul?
Embassy.
That's correct. Bonus to Evergreen. This ship departed from Southampton, England in 1912. For 2 points, name this Olympic-class ocean liner which sank after hitting an iceberg on its maiden voyage.
RMS Titanic.
That's correct. The Titanic was operated by this steamship line whose flag featured its namesake celestial object. The line later merged with its chief competitor, Cunard.
White Star Line.
That's right. Cunard Line built this steamer that was sunk off the coast of Ireland during World War I. Despite official statements saying otherwise, the ship was indeed carrying weapons.
Lusitania.
That's right. You got all 3 for 6 points. Here's a 2-point toss-up. American author Kurt Vonnegut's most famous work is an anti-war science fiction novel focusing on Billy Pilgrim, a captured American soldier who survives the World War II firebombing of Dresden, Germany. What's its title? I'm sorry, I'm going to stop you. Berwick, there's no conferring on toss-ups. Evergreen, anyone? Well,
War of the Worlds.
that's incorrect. It is Slaughterhouse 5. 2-point toss-up. In the modern version of this game, players use a stick with a hoop at its end to carry and shoot a hard rubber ball into goals. Raul?
Lacrosse.
That's correct. Bonus for Evergreen. The Great Swamp Fight occurred in this colony, which was also home to Samuel Slater's textile workshop. For 2 points, name this tiny American state with the capital of Providence, home to the Narragansett Islands. Bonus for Evergreen.
Rhode Island.
And
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island is correct. This author of The Bloody Tenet of Persecution founded Rhode Island to be a place of religious freedom.
No answer.
Berwick?
Pass.
It is Roger Williams. Evergreen, another colony founded for religious reasons, was this Catholic safe haven, which was created by George Calvert, Lord of Baltimore.
Ireland.
That's right. Yeah, 2 of them right for 4 points. We'll go to a 2-point toss-up. For more than 30 years of the mid and late 20th century, a wall separated the capitalist West from the communist East portion. Raul?
Berlin.
That's right. Bonus for Evergreen. For 2 points each, give the term for a story in which anthropomorphic animals or other characters teach a moral lesson. Many of these stories were written by Aesop.
Fable.
That's right. James Thurber adopted this Aesop fable in which the tidal fast animal loses a race to a very slow creature because he stops to take a nap.
Tortoise and the Hare.
That's right. Thurber also adopted another Aesop fable about 2 of these animals who travel from the city to the country and vice versa, only to discover they were each better off at home.
The City Mouse and the Country Mouse.
That's correct. We got all 3 for 6 points, and that's the end of the round. Welcome back to South Louisiana Quiz Bowl. We have a new player coming in the game for Berwick.
Hi, my name is Hank, and other than Quiz Bowl, I like to do sports, including baseball and basketball.
All right, welcome to the game. Evergreen leading Berwick as we continue on. Here are some 2-point toss-ups. In this film, a movie producer wakes up to find the severed head of his prize stallion in his bed after he doesn't accept, quote, an offer. Stanley?
The Godfather?
That's right. When lilacs last in the dooryard bloomed and Oh Captain, My Captain are two poems in the collection Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. What 19th century leader is the subject of both poems? Anyone? It is Abraham Lincoln. The statue of Andrew Jackson in New Orleans' Jackson Square is an example of an equestrian statue. In a few words, describe what all equestrian statues have in common. Stanley?
They have a horse.
More specific.
Someone riding a horse.
Person on horseback. There we go. This person's namesake theorem relates a right triangle's hypotenuse to its other. Stanley?
Pythagorean theorem.
I'll accept that. Pythagoras. Its official name is the Elizabeth Tower, but it comes to be known by the name of its largest bell. What is, Stanley?
Big Ben.
That's right. The rise in organized labor increased the frequency of what events where workers stopped working to achieve a Ava?
Strikes.
That's right. Angels in America, the 1991 Pulitzer Prize and Tony Award-winning play by Tony Kushner, focuses on several characters as they deal with what late 20th century epidemic illness? Raul?
The Spanish flu.
Sorry, no. Berwick? Dominic?
Yellow fever.
No, AIDS. Early varieties of these objects use cathode ray tubes and rounded fluorescent panels. Some of these use a thin layer of plasma or liquid crystals, which allow them to be flat. Name these devices that produce images often found on phones, televisions, and computers. Ava?
Screens.
That's right. Screens or displays, and that's the end of the round. Evergreen still in the lead as we go to the 60-second rounds. So Berwick, you're going to have first choice of categories. You can have tourist attractions, parts of speech, 20th century years, or famous firsts.
Tourist attractions.
All right. I want you to name the state in which these attractions are located. Good luck. Kennedy Space Center and Disney World.
Florida.
That's right. Stone Mountain and Okefenokee Refuge.
Pass.
French Quarter and Cajun Country.
Louisiana.
That's right. Garden of the Gods and Aspen.
Pass.
The Lincoln Home and Adler Planetarium.
Illinois.
That's right. Walt Whitman House and Edison Historic Site.
Pass.
Fort Sumter and Hilton Head Resort.
Virginia.
No. Mount Vernon and Restored Williamsburg.
Virginia.
That's right. The house where Jesse James was killed and Mark Twain Cave.
Missouri.
That's right. Crater Lake National Park and Bonneville Dam.
Arizona.
Incorrect. Going back. Stone Mountain and Okefenokee Refuge.
No answer.
Garden of the Gods and Aspen.
Michigan.
Incorrect. Walt Whitman House. You got 5 right for 10 points. Evergreen gets the others. Stone Mountain and Okefenokee Refuge.
Wyoming.
No, Georgia. Garden of the Gods and Aspen. Answer?
Pass.
That's Colorado. Walt Whitman House and Edison Historic Site.
New Jersey.
That's right.
Yes.
Fort Sumter and Hilton Head Resort.
South Carolina.
Correct. The Crater Lake National Park and Bonneville Dam.
Utah.
No, that's Oregon. You got 2 right for 4 points. And Evergreen, your choice now. Parts of speech, 20th century years, or famous firsts.
20th century years.
All right. Wait a minute. Good luck. In what year was the first artificial satellite launched?
1969.
Incorrect. When was the Great San Francisco earthquake?
1906.
That's right. The U.S. entered World War I in what year?
1941.
Incorrect. When was Martin Luther King assassinated?
1968.
That's right. When did Richard Nixon resign as president?
Pass.
The Great Depression began with an October stock market crash that occurred in what year?
1929.
That's right. On July 20th of what year did Apollo 11 land on the moon?
1969.
That's right. Adolf Hitler was elected Chancellor of Germany on March 5th of what year?
1933.
That's right. In what year did the Titanic sink?
1914.
Incorrect. When was the United Nations established?
1947.
Incorrect. Going back, when did Richard Nixon resign as president?
1972.
That's incorrect. You can stop the clock. They got 5 right for 10 points. Berwick, here you go. In what year was the first artificial satellite launched?
Pass.
1957. The U.S. entered World War I in what year?
1918.
No, 1917. When did Richard Nixon resign as president?
1974.
That's correct. In what year did the Titanic sink?
1912.
That's right. When was the United Nations established?
1920.
No, 1945. You got 2 right for 4 points. And that's the end of the round. Let's take a break. More South Louisiana Quiz Bowl when we come back. South Louisiana Quiz Bowl Online is made possible by the generous support of these sponsors: Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear; Barker Honda, Martin Luther King Boulevard in Houma. It's better at Barker. Houma Paint and Industrial Supply, proud supporter of education in the Bayou region. Welcome back to South Louisiana Quiz Bowl. We have 2 new players coming in for Evergreen. Let's meet them now. Isabella.
I'm Isabella. Other than Quiz Bowl, I do color guard and band.
I'm Renaya. Other than Quiz Bowl, I do track and field.
All right, welcome to you both. Evergreen still leading Berwick. Last round, 2-point toss-ups. Good luck. What Union general, who was superintendent of LSU before the Civil War, made use of so-called scorched earth tactics in his march to the sea? Raul?
Sherman.
That's right. This author wrote a collection of stories narrated by pilgrims at the Tabard Inn. Name this author of the Canterbury Tales. That was Geoffrey Chaucer. This instrument is played by award-winning New Orleanian Wynton Marsalis. Hank.
Trumpet.
That's correct. In his pseudo-historical book 1421, Gavin Menzies claims that an explorer from this dynasty visited the Americas before Christopher Columbus. Name this Chinese dynasty renowned for its blue and white porcelain. Raul?
Ming.
That's correct. A mythical Greek king who built the labyrinth to contain a half-man, half-bull. Aubrey?
Minus.
I'll accept it. Minos of the Minoan civilization. The weighing of the heart was the judgment of the dead by the god. Stanley?
Egyptian.
That's right. Dogs were likely the first species to undergo what process? Not to be confused.
Domestication.
That's right. This person was so large that it took 5 giant storks to deliver him to his parents. While mourning the death of his companion, Babe the blue ox. This figure's tears created them. Stanley?
Paul Bunyan.
That's right. As this quantity increases, solubility increases for solids and decreases for gases. It's defined as the average kinetic energy of particles inside.
Temperature.
That's right. The Baudelaire family appears in what collection of novels, Aubrey?
A series of unfortunate events.
You got it. The largest city in this state hosted the Constitutional Convention in what is now Independence Hall. Benjamin Franklin spent much of, Raul?
Philadelphia.
No, spent much of his life. Stanley?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is correct. The current world champion of this game is Magnus Carlsen of Norway. Dominic?
Chess.
That's right. Computer programming constructs that allow for the repetition of a specified block of code are called what? Ava?
Repeaters.
No, sorry. Berwick? Hank?
Coding.
No, loops. Over 7 million liters of beer, that's almost 2 million gallons, are served annually at the Oktoberfest in what German city, the capital of the state of Bavaria? Aubrey?
Munich.
That's right. This molecule is theorized to have been the first sign of life on Earth in its namesake world hypothesis. Unlike DNA, this molecule uses the nucleotide uracil instead of thymine. Name this nucleic acid that is created via transcription. Ava?
RNA.
That's right. The so-called trolley problem supposes you're watching a trolley barreling out of control at 5 people standing on the track. You're standing by the lever that will switch the trolley to another track where only 1 person is standing. Do you do nothing and let 5 people die, or take the action that will cause 1 person to die? This is known as a thought experiment in what branch of philosophy? Hank?
To do or not to do?
Sorry, no. Evergreen? Ava?
Social.
No, we're talking about ethics. 3 of Henry's wives share this first name.
Catherine.
Aubrey, very good. Continuing on, as soon as I can change the paper. 2 answers required here. Sherman's march to the sea in the Civil War began and ended in what 2 Georgia cities? They were Atlanta and Savannah. The crew of this ship used a dove to safely pass through the pair of clashing rocks, the Symplegades. Named this ship that was used by and provided the name of a group of heroes led by Jason in search. Aubrey?
Argo.
That's right. This ruler defeated Desiderius in the siege of Pavia to become king of the Lombards in 774. From his court at Aachen, he presided over the beginning of the Carolingian Renaissance. Named this Frankish king, crowned the first.
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne was correct. A runner of what toy titles a 2003 Khaled Hosseini novel? Participants attempted to cut their opponent's strings in fights between.
Kites.
Ava? That's right. And that is the end of the game. Evergreen is our winner, and they advance here in the quarterfinals today. We say goodbye to Berwick for the season. 2 8th graders on the team, Aubrey and Stanley. Looking forward to seeing y'all play varsity in the upcoming years. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next week on South Louisiana Quiz Bowl. Good night.